Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Loving Keto, Ron's weight loss journey, and I'm Ron. Well, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and subscribe to my channel? It helps other people know when they post a video like this one. And as always, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey and my own personal research. So please do your homework first before you start any weight loss journey. And I'd like to welcome you to week 90 keto results. And topic of the day is the journey is the destination. And I haven't reached my destination yet, which is 180 pounds on my target weight. But in week 90, we had a really good weight loss week. We lost 3 pounds this week. We started the week off at 215 pounds over the month. And I'm happy to say this morning I'm down to 212.9 pounds. And so I lost pretty close to 3 pounds, and I'm really happy with that. At least it's not a gain, and it's solid weight. Since the start of my weight loss journey, I've been averaging 1.4 pounds of weight loss a week. I'm really happy. I'm really excited about it. I feel fantastic. Everything's coming along, and I wanted to give you the update on my health. So I went to the doctor's Tuesday for my visit with the orthopedic surgeon over there in Worcester. He told me on my right hip, he said he didn't recommend surgery right now. He said I would recommend a cortisone shot. And I wasn't really too happy when I left that office over there. And he was giving me all the scenarios on the stem cell injections and how insurance don't pay for that. And so I'm still going to do more homework on that, but in the meantime, they made me another appointment for the 17th of the month, and I'm going to cancel off that appointment because what I want to do right now is I just want to seek a second opinion on my hip area. My hip is really bad, and I suspect that if I get cortisone in my hip, it's not going to take, and I'm going to eventually wind up with hip replacement. So why not just have it done now, get it done with, and then I can just go on and have a more productive life in society with a hip replacement. And so that's the path I'm going to with the hip. And one of my friends, Mary Ann, at the bingo there Friday night, she gave me a doctor's recommendation that her husband had the hip surgery, and I'm going to make contact with this doctor's office this week and see if I can get a consultation with him and see if he can just take a look at my x-ray and see how bad it is and see whether or not I need hip surgery, which I know I do, but I just, like I said, it's always good to get a second opinion no matter what you do regarding your health. And that's why I stress about make sure you clear everything with your doctor first and make sure you're comfortable with the decision. And so that's what we got going on there. And like I said, the destination is the journey. We still have, so we weighed 212 this morning. We have 32 pounds to go to get to my destination, which is 180 pounds. I'm hoping to get under 100 in the 200 pound weight margin sometime this month at the beginning of June, somewhere along the way. And I did buy some of those keto chow replacement meals. So I sent out for about a half a dozen of them, the sample packs. And I think I'm going to start getting involved in a monthly subscription through Keto Chow. They have a lot of great recipes. They have soup recipes. They have, I sent out for a chicken soup one and a tomato basil soup and a beef one and some, a banana one and the orange cream and a strawberry and a chocolate one. So I want to try all the different flavors, and then I'm gonna, and then they got a monthly subscription where it's about $80, and every month they send you a box with all different samples in it for the month for your meals, and that just replaces one meal. So I think for me it would be great because if I'm doing carnivore, for instance, or keto, I could do my one meal the carnivore and replace the other meal with the shake, and hopefully, and then I keep a better track on what I'm eating for the day, as long as it fills me up. Now, according to the recipe, you're supposed to put a little bit of warm water in it, and one packet, and any healthy fat that you want to put in. And most of them are putting in like butter, like a stick of butter or something like that, or maybe half avocado, or even a whole avocado, of course without the seed and all that, but. There's all kinds of possibilities with the keto chow, and so I'm anxious to try it, and I'll give you my take when I'm trying it as I'm filming it out week to week. And So we had a pretty good week, and we went down to Shoreland Farms one day. I did a 2-mile walk that morning, and I went down to the reservoir. There's some photographs behind my timeline. It's absolutely gorgeous up there. It was a mid-morning temperature in the mid-50s, but it wasn't windy. It gusty. It was a little gusty down by the reservoir, but it wasn't that bad. And I talked to a fisherman that was going down to the other reservoir over there. I went to the Hayes Reservoir, I believe, and it's either Hayes or Haywood Reservoir, and the other one is called the Fallbrook Reservoir, and I've gone down both of them many times, and I absolutely love walking down there. It's a nice hike. It's about 2 miles if you count up and back. So I had a volunteer that was walking with either husband or boyfriend or friend. I don't know what it was, but her name was Tori, and I asked her if she could take a full frame photograph of me because I, told her how much how much weight I lost, and I'm documenting my journey. So she gladly took a nice photograph of me, and it's much appreciated when I can get people to volunteer like that. And but don't let them put any solution on your phone like I did one time, and she totally destroyed my other phone last time I did that. And I won't let anybody put any solution on my phone. So if they wind up doing that, then I'll just omit the photograph and just take a selfie. But I like full frame photographs because it gives you a great indication of how I lost weight and how much weight I lost. And I'll show you the before and after photograph. And Shoreland Farms is one of the very first places when I went up there back in August 2020, on the 17th. I was down there. My friend Danielle, she had taken a photograph of me in the apple orchard, and it's part of the documentation of my journey. And I just kind of like putting the before and after photographs. It gives you a good indication of how much weight I lost. And then in the same day, we went over to Carter Park. I took a lot of great photography around the St. Leo's Parish and the gazebo and all the monuments we have over there. And I did some street walking one day, and I actually walked down to Carter Park from my house and back one day. It was about a 3-mile. I did 3 miles of walking that day. And I use a step tracker. It keeps track of my steps. And I didn't get involved in Derek's step walking challenge this month because I got some issue going on down below. I'll talk about it in a minute. But all right, so what happened is down below in my left thigh area, I started feeling a lump, and it feels like about the size of an egg actually, and it's pushing out pretty hard, and I'm having a hard time going to the bathroom in the morning. And I thought maybe it was a hernia or a cancer or something like that. So I made an appointment with the primary care doctor this past week, actually Wednesday, and she took a look at it, and she of course, it's part of their job, but she was feeling around my area for a hernia and everything, and she said, I believe you have an abscess, they call it, in the inner area of my left thigh, and it's pushing out and it hurts. And it's preventing me from going to the bathroom in the morning where I'm really pushing out hard. And she said, well, that's the reason why, because it's blocking that area from going out. So we made an appointment for a doctor called Dr. Shelton. Now, I visited him last year to check me for a high-annual hernia. He said the hernia there was enough to really worry about surgery. But I'm wondering if it might be the same one. But anyways, I'm going to have him check it out Wednesday, and from what I understand, they're going to go in, they're going to have to go in and cut it, and they're going to have to drain out the pus and put up some antibiotic on it, probably give me a prescription for it. But the bottom line, guys, if you notice something wrong with your body, have it checked. You don't want to wait too long, because what if that would have been prostate cancer or something like that, and you waited too long? You have to have those things checked and taken care of. And this is why I document my journey. I don't hold back on anything. I don't sugarcoat my weight or anything. If I have a bad week, I have a bad week. You just move on to the next day. Remember, it's the destination and it's the journey. It took us a lifetime to put this weight on. I started my weight gain about in my teenage years. I was, always a clumsy kid. I was always falling down and getting hurt, and I made bad choices over the years too, and it was all my fault putting the weight on. I didn't give a crap, and as the years rolled by, and next thing I know, I blew my weight up to 400 pounds, and so I started my weight loss journey when I was 325, but earlier that year, back in January 220, and when I went to the doctors, I was 336, so I clearly lost well over 125 pounds, and And I did have my weight down to 203 in April, and it then blew back up to 212 or 215. But you know what? That's what I mean. Life is a journey. It's taking us a lifelong to put the weight on. It's going to take a while to get it off. You just can't give up on life. You can't give up on your weight. And I truly mean that. Now, this past week there, we had an interesting week on recipes. We made a gluten-free pork rind pizza crust recipe with some cream cheese. It was absolutely dynamite. The only regret I have about the whole recipe is that when I made it, I should have used a handheld mixer like the YouTuber did, and I used a spatula. And I should have taken it out after 20 minutes, and I should have left it in the oven at 400 for like 12. Pop it out and popped it on the other side and let it cook, and then it would have been more crispier on the bottom of the crust. But I'll do that the next time I make one. And we made our very first ice cream without an ice cream maker. I goes, wow, how cool was that? So I found this YouTuber, Joe Duff. He's a marvelous YouTuber, by the way. He does keto. And I'll share his link below the video where I found his recipe from. So I took 2 medium strawberries fresh. I had rinsed them off, the organic. And that's my heater going on because my central air conditioner is very cold outside today for a month of May. So, and then I took 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and in a mason. Everything was all done in a mason jar. I took 3 tablespoons of confectionate swerve. I took a little bit of red food coloring, about 8 drops, and some strawberry extract. And then I put the lid on it and I just shaked it up for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then I put the whole shebang in the freezer, and after about 4 hours I popped it out, and it was the most delicious ice cream I ever had without all the sugars, without the carbs. And when I did my math on the Carb Manager program to see how many calories and macros it was only about, it was 6, for that whole thing that I had, which was about a cup, and that was a serving size, by the way, it was 6 net carbs a grams, and it was like 480 calories. So it was very low, and it was perfectly fine for keto. And so just because we're on keto or any other weight loss program, you can make everything yourself, and if you're that ambitious and be accountable for your weight loss. And every time in the past, I used to always buy ice cream in the store throughout the summer, and I'd be sitting down there eating a whole half-gallon ice cream with no problem by myself. And that satisfied me for my craving. And so next time I go to grocery shop with my wife, I'm going to take a snapshot of one of those back of the ice cream, to have the ingredients that are in it and the calories per serving. And I mean, honestly, when you buy one of those half gallons, who sits there and eats one serving size and actually measures it out? I know I never did in the past. I used to sit down and eat the whole stick of container. You can see why I had a weight gain over the years. And it was like that on all my foods. That's why I went back to a program called Carb Manager, just to keep me honest, to keep me on track of what I'm eating for the day. I don't always use it every day, but there are some days I'm just curious, well, how much am I really eating? So if I'm having a weight stall, is it because I'm eating too much? I want to know these things. So, Carb Manager, they got a free version, and they also got a paid version. I get the paid version because the paid version lets me create recipes and all kinds of other good stuff, and it was $40 for the year, and you can cancel it at any time. If you cancel, you don't get your money back. But I did do the free version for a little while, and I enjoyed the paid version. So we did all that and talked about the doctor visit we had and everything, and we get some warm weather days coming up this week. I saw that after today, it's Friday and Saturday and Thursday. It's gonna hit 75 on Thursday, talking about 82 on Saturday, and actually Friday. And then on Saturday, they're talking 85 and sunny all those days. So there's no excuse not to get out there. Definitely planning on getting out there. Friday, we have another doctor's appointment coming up with from my chiropractor. And it's been really great, guys. I can't thank you guys enough for supporting me, and and if you're a mom, I just wanted to wish you a happy Mother's Day. And we did a concert Saturday night at the City Hall. It was a great concert. The North Worcester Sympathy Orchestra played, and they played a lot of 1920s stuff from Gershom, I'll have the link below the video when I get it edited, so you can see the concert that I filmed out Saturday. I'll probably share that link when the local studio puts it up on the channel later. Limited Access Television. We have the summer concert series starting in June, and then we got the Colonial Band starting up, and this coming Thursday we got like the Town Purple, and you know the paper job. So I got an email from the publisher. They've been letting go a lot of people because they don't have it in their budget. So they said, Ron, they're going to still keep you on for now, but it's going to be very limited on jobs that they send me out for because they're under a tight budget and they got to watch their money, which is fine, and I'm okay with it, you know. But the bottom line was, you know, I did get some good chunks of change out of them in the last 3 months, so I'm happy with it. And even if I don't get any more paid jobs from it, I'm fine. But yeah, so I don't know what I want to do as far as if I want to do any more work for anybody else or not. Right now I got to be careful with the amount of money I make here with the rent, because I don't want my rent to go up. And so I might just kind of like hang low for a little while, get my rest of my body on track, and that hip taken care of, and that other issue I have taken care of, and just you know, continue on with the path of the weight loss journey. But I'm thinking about starting a new channel. I'm not sure what the name of it's going to be, but I'm going to try to do like keto cooking where we're on 30 minutes and under meals type thing for keto, and keep the meals under 30 minutes and simple. It's simple recipes. The simpler the better. And they'll probably be involved with instant pot cooking, air frying cooking, and oven cooking with conventional oven cooking. And since we're starting summer pretty soon, I'll probably do a whole series of ice cream, how to make ice cream. And so getting back to the ice cream, instead of using a mason jar, I'm going to be using my little Ninja blender bullet, and we'll just pour it in some ice cream containers, like plastic containers with lids, and put them in the refrigerator. And I'll have 2 or 3 on hand for the week over the course of my week in summer, so I can have them. And yeah, and then this week we're going to be making a shepherd's pie. I got the ground beef already, and we're going to be making some sloppy joe. And I determined that instead of putting turnip or something like that to replace the potato for the shepherd's pie, I'm going to be making some biscuits, and I'll share this all out when I have it all made. And so we're going to put biscuits on top of the shepherd's pie, and then also on top of the sloppy joe. So I'm going to prep my meals. That's going to be my base of my meals all week. And then yesterday, Sunday, we had a nice pot roast. And yeah, so I just want to thank you guys for following me along. I guess that's all I got to say. Just be watching for another video for next week, and I'll let you know how I did with my with the issue I got below on my left side. Remember, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for all the new members that recently joined me. I'm really trying hard to lose this weight. I did get involved in Derek's journey for the beef weight loss challenge, and I thought maybe that would be my best chance to get rid of some of this weight this month that I want. So I'm hoping that keto chow, when I get those, I like those, and then I can use those, and then I'll let you know what my taste is on that. So if I really like those, I'll start getting a monthly supply of them, and changing up time to time on the different menu. They got that many recipes, and I'm really anxious to give them a try and see if they'll help me to lose a little more weight, and we'll just go from there. But I'm definitely all done doing egg fast. I don't want to do any more egg fast. What I had in mind was if I want eggs, I'll just have eggs with a meal. That's it, because I'm just so sick of eggs. But anyways, enough said of that. Thank you again for joining me. Remember to keep the faith. You know, no matter what happens out there, just trust God and trust the process, and trust in Jesus. That's all that matters to me. And you know, if you don't believe in faith like that, then that's fine. Just believe in yourself. And I wanted to mention out there, if you're looking for inspirational channels to get involved with, Steffi Newman from The Incredible Shrinking Steffi, and the Facebook support group, The Shrinkable. She's a marvelous young lady. I thoroughly enjoy watching her videos. And her Facebook support group, No Question Is Too Dumb. And of course, my favorite, Jess from Keto Rewind, and her Facebook support group, the Keto Rewind Support. And you know, and I, of course, now I'm involved with Two Crazy Ketos and a whole host of other ones, and they're all here to support you and support me, and no question it's too small. I truly mean that, and I can't thank all those YouTubers enough. And what and if I apologize when I post recipes and I make mistakes, and you know, remember I'm a guy. I never went to home ec for schooling, for cooking. I'm learning everything as I'm going along. I don't like posting recipes because sometimes I make mistakes, and I get probably about 98% of my recipes on YouTubers, and I write it down according to their specifications, and I'm always changing things up to the way I like it, because a lot of times I don't like spicy foods because they bother my tummy because I got GERD, so I got to be very careful with that. It's about learning. It's the same way, but learning how to lose weight and keeping it off. Now the toughest thing is going to be that when I do reach my goal weight of 180, I mean, how am I going to keep it off? Am I going to stay on keto, or am I going to go to a balanced weight loss journey? I won't know till I get there. So like I said in my opening statement, it's the journey is the destination. You know, and we're not quite at the destination yet. We got a lot of work to do, and we're going to stay on track with the help of God and Jesus. Just praying every day and praying throughout the course of the day, and thanking the good Lord I got to see another day and to spend it with my lovely wife and my family and my many Facebook friends. But I wanted to let you guys go. Have a great week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a great week, guys.